So Donald Trump is this sexist, narcissist, liar, racist piece of shit. And so, since he can't handle his fragile little ego, he got beat by Hillary Clinton, the worst candidate the Democrats could offer. He got beat by her in the popular vote. So he has to come out there and lie. Anyone who knows anything about politics, geography, anything, or even has any common sense, knows that illegal and undocumented immigrants don't even call the cops. They don't even call the fire department because they're afraid of getting deported. That's why we have things called sanctuary cities. Cities that realize, like, hey, we have large Hispanic populations, and if they won't even call the cops or cooperate with police whatsoever, law enforcement can't do their job. Obviously, the idea that 3.5 million undocumented immigrants voted is insanity. Here is a Human Rights Watch documentary, a snippet of it that explains why and gives the undocumented immigrants' perspective. No surprise, they try to fly under the radar.
We are victims of crime, we can't call the police. No way.
All I can say is that if I were in the moment again, I would not call the police.
Y yo, la verdad es que yo considero que esa llamada cambió mi vida.
Human Rights Watch went to Nashville to talk to undocumented immigrants who were afraid of calling the police. In many cases, that was because they feared that police would contact federal immigration authorities and put them in deportation proceedings. We've seen case after case how immigrants nationwide are afraid of contacting law enforcement.
But they're all voting. They're all voting even though they're afraid to even call the fucking cops. They're having themselves blurred out in this documentary even though they already got fucking deported.
I started working in a Mexican restaurant. I was a slave for 8 years in that restaurant.
She said she was a slave for 8 years in the restaurant.
The guy mistreated me really bad. And every time he joked and he said, like, I will call INS.
Isn't that fucking disgusting? How this woman's exploited because how easily she can be deported. Hey, I'll call ICE, ha ha ha. I'm gonna pay you less than a living wage. Fuck you, you Hispanic bitch. How disgusting are employers that take advantage of these undocumented immigrants? Knowing all this, they still come here. They still want to be Americans, and they can't even call the cops. This woman's paying sales tax. She's contributing to our government, our economy. But no, she can't even have. If she gets sick, she can't even call a hospital. She falls down, can't even call a hospital. No That's just bullshit. And you're gonna tell me she voted? Even Donald Trump himself, the idiot Donald Trump, could even know that that's horseshit. I don't even think he's dumb enough to think that this woman's voting after the oppression she faces from the U.S. government. Yeah, illegal immigrants, you know them. They're so tight with the U.S. government. They love the federal government. Retarded. There's no argument for it. There's no facts backing up Donald Trump's claim. And it's just a disgusting lie and a distraction and trying to boost his own ego. Like, yeah, all these millions of people voted for Hillary that aren't even actual citizens. So I can just keep my ego high. I won the popular vote. No, you fucking didn't, because you don't have any good ideas and everyone fucking hates you. You have the lowest approval rating of any new president ever, and it's because you're a fucking asshole. And that's why no one voted for you. That's why you lost the popular vote. It's because you're a piece of shit. It's not because this poor woman. So this voter ID law, all that's going to do is make it so that it's harder for poor people, black people, and old people to vote. All it's going to do, we already know how voter ID laws work. There's no voter fraud, but they implement a voter ID law that makes it so that which communities are less likely to have a photo ID? Black people, poor people, and old people. So fucking them over for no reason because of his ego. Just disgusting. Just a disgusting human being. Fuck Donald Trump. Seriously. Another thing to consider about the people that will be affected by voter ID laws, I mentioned that poor people are disenfranchised from voter ID laws. Illegal immigrants are poor as shit. So, irregardless of all the things I just said about how they're afraid to contact the federal government, they're afraid of the government because they don't want to be in this database where they can then be deported. With all that, even without all that, they're still less likely to vote because they're poor. So what's the response we're going to do? Make it so it's harder for poor people to vote. Fuck you, Donald Trump. Just fuck you. I don't hope someone kills you, but I hope that just all the Republicans have a simultaneous aneurysm from God that just comes down and says, where God's just like, fuck all the Republicans, dead. Just like, just floods the fucking, probably shouldn't be saying all this, but Jesus Christ, this is stupid. No, illegal immigrants don't fucking vote because you're not allowed to, and they're afraid of getting deported. There are no facts to back up Donald Trump and the Republicans' claim. All they're trying to do is make it so that less people vote so that they can win. Why? Because they're fascist cheaters. They don't care about democracy. They are fascist cheaters. They want as little people to vote as possible so they can be a bunch of fucking fascists and then facilitate the government towards the rich. That's all they're trying to do. They don't care if they have to do a fucking coup d'etat, limit voting as much as possible. All they gotta do is get that money to the rich. That's all Paul Ryan's gotta do. That's all Trump's gotta do. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Peace out. Subscribe, like, whatever. Bye.